need to just drink some goodness. That was me giving you my germs because I don't want them. You know, it's actually quite funny because it was like around about this time last week, maybe a little bit earlier, and I thought, wow, it's got to like this time of the year and I haven't got a cold. Well, little did I know, the little germs everywhere, they were all laughing at me, and I got germ attacked. I'm all germy. So that is why I haven't really been recording this week. I haven't been active at all, hardly at all this week. So I'm really sorry about that. But I am here now. I am doing this. I am not 100% better. You could probably hear it in my voice that I sound minging and I just look dead almost. I don't know. So I have got my pajama jumper hoodie thing on and I'm all snuggly and I'm all like cozy. I even have these cute little slips on. Hang on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, this is Dodge. Can you see they have little faces on them now? So I have those on and they're my mum's, so shout out to my mum. This is what we're dealing with today. This is how we do. What was that? It was just a letter. A letter just fell. It's fine. Okay, so hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing an Instagram chose my makeup video. This obviously isn't my original idea because I'm not that rich. So thank you to the person who originally done this. I don't know who did it the first time, but I have seen Soph Does Nails do it. I have seen Nikki Tutorials do it. They're both really cool and amazing and really good at what they do. So I thought, hey, I want to be like you. Oh my god. That rhymed, didn't it? That actually rhymed and I did not mean to. Like right now I'm literally a poet and I didn't know it and I didn't mean to be one either. That didn't rhyme. Okay, shut up, shut up. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so basically what I done at the beginning of this week is I put two of the same type of products but different brands and I asked you guys to vote for what one you thought was the best. So on my first story I said, hey guys, I need you to help me choose my makeup. You guys really did cooperate with me and I was really thankful that you did, and it was really interesting actually to see what you guys wanted to see and what you guys wanted me to use on my face. And there were a couple of like crappy products in there as well, so you could have been really mean and then I would not have been loving life. But you didn't. You were actually quite nice, but I must say I was quite surprised at quite a lot of it. You guys will see in a sec though when I show you. I'll put all the little things on the screen around here somewhere, or maybe over here, or maybe down here, maybe up here, who knows. Okay, so I'm going to shut up and we can start now. Okay, so the first one I put up was obviously primer, and I gave you the option between Farsali Unicorn Essence and the Nip and Fab primer. So you guys actually voted for Nip and Fab, like that got 60% and the Farsali got 40%. So I don't really know, like I was shocked at that. I mean, I thought that Farsali was quite popular, but obviously you guys wanted me to use this, so that is what I'm going to do. I just love like doing like cool little patterns when I put it on my face as well. So I'm just rubbing this into my skin. I must admit though, although I do really like the Farsali one and I thought that you guys were going to choose that one, I kind of do prefer this primer, and I have dry skin and it's really nice and moisturising. Next, for foundation, I gave you guys the option of the YSL All Hours Foundation Stick or the Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation, and you guys surprised me again and went for the Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation. Now I thought that you guys would go for the YSL because it's a bit bougier, but if you guys have been with me since the beginning of my channel or near the beginning of my channel, then you would know that I have used this a lot, and I just thought that by getting another foundation and switching things up a little bit, you guys might want to see me use some different products. But obviously you like this, and I am 100% in the same boat. This is a good foundation, and I have bad skin at the moment. I've always really had bad skin, actually. I'm not even going to lie to myself anymore, and I'm not even going to keep saying at the moment because it's like a permanent thing. If you think as well like that you need to have good skin in order to have good makeup, then honestly with this foundation, don't even worry, because this foundation has got your back. My skin is far from being good. If I go on a night out, I get quite a lot of compliments on my makeup, not necessarily on my skin but on my makeup. And if I'm getting compliments on my makeup and I know that underneath it I don't have great skin, then well, that just goes to show really, doesn't it, that you don't need to have good skin to have good makeup. So moving on to eyebrows, put the beasts back in the cage, you know, all of that. I asked you guys if you wanted me to use the Benefit Ka-Brow or the Revolution Pro Brow Pomade. Now they are both pomades, but I personally prefer to have the Ka-Brow on my eyebrows. I find it works better, I find it more creamy. The Revolution Pro is still good, don't get me wrong, I was using it for ages before I got the Ka-Brow. You guys actually surprised me yet again. Like, this is like the third time now, and you chose the Revolution Pro one. So that is what I'm going to use. I thought you guys would sort of be more into the higher end kind of thing, but I like a nice, cheap, affordable product. And the fact that I have people on my Instagram who follow me also like a nice, cheap, affordable product is really good to know. I used to get really worried that people would judge me if I didn't have expensive makeup. When I first started really liking Revolution and Revolution Pro and stuff, I thought, oh my goodness, people are gonna just think that I'm cheap and nasty, even though they're not cheap or nasty products. Like, they're still good, obviously, but yeah, I just thought that people would prefer higher end stuff, and actually that's not quite how it worked out, which is good, because it's nice to know that there's people out there who don't judge as much. And I think actually affordable makeup is now more in. The only thing is with this one is because I haven't used it since I've been obviously using the Ka-Brow, is that it's dried up a little, but it's still doing what I want it to do. It's just making it, it's just going a little bit messier. It is making it a little bit harder to do, I'm not gonna lie. So I will definitely be going in with concealer around the edges for these eyebrows today, because I'm not loving them. And do you know what? One other thing that I've just realised is this is a lot darker than I actually thought. This is in the colour Ash Brown, and this is what I used to use all the time, but it looks darker. Okay, so for concealer I gave you the option of the Too Faced Born This Way concealer or the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer, and you guys chose Collection Lasting Perfection. Again, I was really surprised. I thought Too Faced would have won you guys over, but they didn't, and that's fine. So with this one I was like really not fussed. I didn't really have much of a preference. I think if I chose, then I would have gone for the Too Faced one, but the collection is still really, really good, so I am not complaining at all. So before I actually use it as concealer, I'm just going to tidy my eyebrows around the edges a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly go ahead and apply some concealer. This is really high coverage as well, like, and the thing that I like about this is the fact that the doe on it is small, so you don't actually end up wasting a lot. And also the shades, if you're interested, my foundation is F4 and the concealer is 1 Fair. So I'm just going to use my brush and just blend that into the skin. Okay, so next is cream contour, and I gave you guys the option of the Freedom Contour Stick that I normally use, or the Revolution Pro HD Contour Palette, and you guys voted for the Revolution Pro Contour Palette. I don't mind either really, I quite like both. To be honest, I thought you would go for the Revolution one because Freedom, I don't know, it's not really around anymore. First of all, please actually ignore the state of this palette. It's quite old now, she's getting on a bit, and yeah, that's really my only excuse. I'm gonna use this shade down here. I like that it's not too much, like it's quite subtle. When it comes to cream contouring, I just like to really do it in order to, you know, just warm up my face a little bit rather than it being its usual pale self. And then I'm going to use just the same brush that I used for my foundation to blend that into the skin. My boyfriend actually asked me a little while ago, like, why do you use the same brush for your foundation and your contour? Like, is that not a bit gross? Basically, I like to do it because I've already got foundation left over on this brush, and I personally find that using that foundation, that leftover product on the brush, is going to help like to blend in and a bit nicer into the foundation. Do you know who I feel like right now with my hair like this? I feel like that guy from like Lord of the Rings. What is his name? Why can't I think today? Oh my goodness. Legolas. Is that how you say it? I don't even know. I've never really sat down and watched all of the Lord of the Rings, so I'm not really sure on their names or anything. But Orlando Bloom plays him and he's pretty hot, so. Okay, so next, to set my face, I asked you guys if you wanted me to use the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Powder, or if you wanted me to use the Lottie London Ready Set Go Translucent Powder. And you guys went for the high-end one this time and you chose the Huda Beauty, which I was really pleased about because I love this product, and you really can control how much of this goes on your face as well. The only downside to it though that I will say is if you do go overboard and you do put on too much, then it does get quite dry. Before I go any further with blush, bronze, highlight, etc., I want to do my eyes. So I gave you guys the option of the Be Perfect Carnival palette. Is that what it's called? Yes. Or the Revolution and X Soph palette, or however you say that, the Soph palette from Revolution. And you guys must literally love Soph, so you guys picked her palette, which I was a little bit gutted about, I must admit, because I like the palette, don't get me wrong, I think it's really good, she did a great job, but I haven't really played around a lot with the Carnival palette, and I kind of want to, which I guess is my own fault, but I thought that might be my opportunity to do so today, because I honestly did think that you guys would choose that, but you obviously, like I say, you obviously really like the Soph palette, so that is what you chose, and that is what I'm going to use. First of all, I dropped it by accident and it's now in 2 halves, which is kind of annoying, but the mirror is really nice and big, so I made sure that I kept that part. I don't know what I'm going to go for, I really don't know. You know what, I'm literally just going to pick up some random colours from the palette and just see how it goes. What just happened to my voice? I'm going to use this shade here for my transition, so I'm going to run that through my crease. By the way, oh god, I just stuck the brush in my eye. Wow, that hurt. So you'll probably be able to see as well that I have lost the name sheet for this palette, which I'm really sorry about, so you're gonna have to just deal with me just, you know, pointing to the colours. I'm gonna take this one here, this brown colour, and I'm gonna pop that all over the top as well of that transition shade. So next, I think I'm going to swap brushes, and I'm going to take the 330. I'm going to take this kind of brick red kind of shade down here just above the black, and apply that to my outer V and take that up through my crease slowly. And I'm just going to go back in with that other brush I was just using and just take that around the edges to blend those two together a little bit more. I really want to add this purple shimmer, but I'm not sure if it's actually going to go with the eyeshadow that I've put on my eyes. What to do? No, okay, I think I'm going to go for the lighter one, the pink one that's just at the top. Okay, I'm just going to take this on a flat brush and just pop that on to my eyelids. So I'm just currently dabbing it on, and I'm just sort of focusing on the middle of my eyelid at the moment, kind of taking it to where my crease starts. Okay, so for this eye, I'm going to go in with the red a little bit more, just on the inner corner, because I don't feel like there's enough there, and just take that through my crease, and also take it through my crease on the other side too. And then I think I'm happy with that just for now. I don't think it's that bad. It just needs a little bit of cleaning up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my lower lash line real quick. I'm just going to take a mixture of, this colour and the red, just to put along my lower lash line. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of concealer, and I'm just going to clean it up just a little tiny bit. Okay, yeah, I feel like that looks a lot better. Okay, so really quickly before I go and put some eyelashes on, I then asked you what mascara you would want me to use, and I gave you the choice of the Eyeko Black Magic or the Soap & Glory Thick and Fast mascara, and you guys chose the Soap & Glory Thick and Fast. I was a little bit surprised with this one. I didn't really think that Soap & Glory were that popular for mascaras. I felt like maybe more people would have heard about Eyeko mascara, but you guys obviously liked the Soap & Glory one, and so do I, so we're both winning here. So I'm going to go and pop some eyelashes on. If you want to know what they are the Kiss lashes, and they are called Iconic, and this is what they look like in the packet. They're really nice and long and pretty. They weren't a lot of money, they're really nice and affordable from Superdrug, so I will leave that link. I'm going to go and put these on and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Lashes are on. I did add a little bit of eyeliner, only the tiniest little bit ever, which I didn't give you the option for because I actually don't have a lot of option myself at the moment. I'm running low in that department, so I will link everything down below anyway, so you will see what eyeliner I use if you want to. But yeah, so eyelashes are on, and I wasn't loving the look before, but it's quite nice with some eyelashes on. It's not really out there, it's quite subtle, but it's got a little bit of, you know, sparkle. I gave you guys the option of the Benefit Hoola, or I picked out this really not my favourite bronzer ever from Primark, which I didn't actually know what it was called, so I just put Primark Bronze Glow because that's all it said on the packaging really. But yeah, so I gave you guys the option of that, and thankfully you guys were so nice to me and you chose Hoola, so that's what I'm going to be using for my bronze today. It's not that I hate the Primark one, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Primark makeup isn't good, because they have got some really great stuff out, so I'm not saying that at all, but this bronzer was just not my favourite bronzer ever. So I'm really glad that you guys were so kind to me and you chose Hoola, so love you. So next, again, we had another one from Primark, which was a blusher. It was kind of like, I don't know, it was kind of like a sparkly, like it had a bit of like highlight, like gold in it. It's not the best blusher in the world from Primark, or the Collection Soft Glow blusher, and you guys chose the one from Collection, which is my favourite. I don't have a lot of blushers, but the ones that I do have, this is the best one that I personally enjoy using. With blusher, I don't like to have too much going on, but I like it to kind of be there, you know, just to make my face have a little bit of colour. So for me, this actually is really good. So you guys, this one did shock me, but I can totally see why, because the product that you did vote for and the product that won is still really good. So this is now highlighter. I gave you the choice of the Becca highlighter or the Soph Revolution highlight palette, and you guys chose Soph's palette again. You guys really like her, don't you? And that is not bad at all because we are going to get on well. Again, she absolutely smashed it with this palette. She really did bring out a good range of highlights in this, and they're not just a good range of colours like shades, they are a good range of highlighters in themselves. You've got some baked highlighters, ordinary highlighters, like it's just really good. And the pigment for these highlighters as well is just out of this world. They are so good. So what I've been doing is I've been loving like all of these 3 shades along the top here, and then this shade down here at the bottom. So what I've just been doing is literally dragging my brush through all of them because I can't decide what one I want to use. They create a really nice colour. And yeah, I mean, is that good or is that great? So then I'm going to take this brush, which is the M413, and I'm going to take this shade here and I'm going to put this on my brow bone, and then I'm going to put it on my inner corners as well. And I feel like this shade highlighter goes really well with the shades that I've used on my eyes. Woo! Yes, love life. Okay, so I didn't give you an option for lip because I don't have a lot of lip products because I'm not really a lip product wearing girl, but hopefully that is going to change, so stay tuned for my next video to find out why. What I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to go with a nude lip for this, so give me a sec because I need to go get it. So this is literally my favourite lipstick ever, out of the few that I do have. This is by Revolution and it's called Chauffeur. I think that's how you say it, Chauffeur, one of those. And yeah, I've had this for so long though that I think the packaging has actually changed. I don't think it's rose gold anymore. I got this like, I don't know, so long ago, but it's still really good and it's really hard to talk and I kind of hurt lips, but it's still really good, really affordable, really creamy, and it is such a nice colour as well. Okay, so that is it. This is the result of Instagram chooses my makeup. I'm happy with the products that you guys chose for me, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really like all of them, and I'm glad that you guys were so kind to me because you could have been quite nasty on a couple of those items, so thank you for being so nice to me. But let me just really quickly give you a close-up of the eyes so you can see that a little bit better. So this is what the eyes look like. Yeah, this is what the eyes look like. This eyelash is coming off already, I think. Yeah, it is. I didn't glue it on that great. But yeah, so this is the finished eye look. So that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really liked seeing what you guys prefer and what you guys like to see me put on my face. It was really interesting to see what kind of taste you have in makeup. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys there because I have another video to record now. So I will see you guys next time. Love ya!